Have you ever heard of Gabby Petito? Now, whether you have or you haven't, I'm about to tell you a quick story. Just a brief rundown on basically her and what her story was, and I'm about to get to something at the end that you're really not going to expect. I'm not going to say anything egregious about her. That's probably what you're expecting. That's not what's going to happen, I guarantee. So, here's the basic rundown. Gabby meets this guy, Brian. Everyone thinks he's nice, he's great, whatever, just a regular average guy. He's nice, great, whatever. He even looks Gabby's dad dead in the eyes, shakes his hand firmly. Even her dad has his approval, or even he has her dad's approval, So he's good, right? Over time, everyone's kind of like, oh, he's great. He's a little quiet, but he's not, he's kind of a weirdo, but doesn't seem like a, psychopath. Later to find out they're wrong, he kills her. Yeah. How'd this happen? Well, they went on not a road trip, but they were living in their van, basically, in the wilderness type of thing. They called it van life. She had a YouTube channel where she vlogged and all these things. And yeah, it was great while it lasted, and he kills her. And he even fakes his death to try to get out of it. And basically, eventually, obviously, that big of a story gets to the news, because even the FBI were involved, right? It's fucking crazy. If you want to hear more about it and it seems like it's interesting, just watch the documentary on Netflix. I didn't make it. I have no affiliations with it, but I just watched it, thought it was interesting. And there's a clip at the end that really got me. So that's what I'm telling you guys about. And it didn't get me in a good way. And it's not going to get you in a good way either. So basically, once it finally, got to the media and everyone was sharing it across the news and whatnot, there was this one particular news reporter, and I'm about to show you the clip. So you don't have to hear it from me. You can see it for yourself and make your own opinion on it. But essentially, this news reporter says something, and just instead of being, sympathetic or empathetic or have any sign of humanism towards the victim's family, straight goes to racism. So here's the clip.
Petito's story has renewed debate about which cases get attention and the media's seeming infatuation with missing white women.
Imagine the men, women, and children in the community where Gabby Petito went missing who know that for the last 10 years, more than 700 indigenous people have gone missing and nobody has said a word. And one missing white woman turns up in their backyard and the world pays attention.
When I heard that, my initial reaction wasn't a positive one. Saying Gabby's color was the reason, I was taken back by that.
This isn't saying that Gabby Petito is not important. What it is saying is that there's an overrepresentation in media when white women go missing and an underrepresentation in media when Black, brown, and indigenous women go missing.
And after watching that, if you can't believe that just as much as I didn't after I first heard it, I had to play it back. I was like, what the fuck? The Black news reporter, I'll even reiterate it for you. The Black news reporter, after a white girl gets murdered, goes, yeah, well, people only care because she's white and Black people get misrepresented in news media. And even though the story had literally nothing to do with Black people, nothing. It didn't even have anything to do with white people. It had no premise around race. She just made it that way. Why? Which leads me down the whole thing of what I've told you guys before, right? I have a video called White Lives Matter. And I even explain how, illegal immigrants are coming in by the millions and there's Black people killing white people for the whole purpose of, to eradicate the white race. And you might think, well, that just sounds like a conspiracy theory. That couldn't be true. That sounds like it's some bullshit from a dystopian movie. But it is true. And again, if you want to find more about this and hear exactly what I'm talking about, because I'm just going to give you bits and pieces on my thought process here, but if you want to know exactly the details of what I'm talking about, you can go to bloomypotential.com and get the Matrix Masterclass. Not a course, just I'm not selling you a course. It's free, all right? It'll be worth your time. I promise you can find out everything you need to know about the corruption in the government, corruption in the world, everything, and how to take that and make yourself into a better person. But again, back to the main point of the story is, why do so many Black people hate white people to the point where a lot of them are even killing white people? And you might just, well, I don't know, maybe because white people had Black slaves. Well, guess what? I'm going to tell you something. That's propaganda. That's things that they teach in school, and it really sucks, because I remember being taught that too. But the bad thing about that is it's not true at all. It's not just like one little truth and they push it out to everybody. No, it's complete bullshit. Because The thing is that all tribes, all groups of people, when slavery was a thing still before, it still kind of is in small countries, but you understand what I'm trying to say. When slavery was still a thing all around, basically not literally everyone, but all groups, all different types of people had slaves, not just white people with black slaves. There were even black people with black slaves. You're being lied to. I don't understand how people don't see this. It's fucking ridiculous. And something that even really pisses me off too is the fact that really further backs this up is the fact that when I was telling my sister what I am telling you right now about how black people are hating white people and killing them and illegal immigrants and stuff, and my sister goes, "What? But you can't be racist against white people because white people had black slaves." What? What the fuck? What level of retardation does it require to think that you can't be racist against a race? That doesn't make any fucking sense. You can be racist against any race. Of course, you shouldn't be. And then I asked her, well, where are you getting this information from? And she said, well, we're learning about slavery in school. And I'm like, who told you you can't be racist against white people? And she's like, well, we're learning about it in school and from my teacher. And I'm like, who the fuck is your teacher? Because I'm going to walk in there and kick their fucking ass. What motherfucker is teaching kids these things? This is horrible. And it's, what the fuck? I can't even believe that they're saying these things. I mean, they didn't say that thing for me back when I was in school. But it's just unfathomable. They said similar things. You know, they talked about how only white people had black slaves. But now they've gone further. They're doubling down. They're going, oh, well, now you can't be racist against white people because they're the only group that had, slaves, black slaves. Fuck you. Fuck you. I'm half white. Go fuck yourself. But to reiterate one last time, I just cannot believe what that news reporter said. The story of Gabby and Brian had nothing, yeah, sure, they're white, but it had nothing to do with race. No one ever brought up race before. Neither one of them was black. It's not like they had fights about, oh, my family won't like me because I'm black, or your family won't like me because I'm black, or whatever. Like, none of that happened. She just brought up race for no fucking reason. And it's clear just to see that there's so many other people like that. It was the point I'm trying to get across to you is it's not just about like, oh yeah, we should hate all black people because they hate all white people. That's not gonna fix anything. I'm just trying to get you guys to be aware of these things because this is not right, and it doesn't take a rocket scientist to understand that. For people to think you can't be racist against this race or you can, you shouldn't, but you definitely can. And the fact that people think that opens up so many other avenues and doors of so many, evil and hatred towards white people. Even if I wasn't white, I would be talking about this. I'm half white and half Mexican. My dad's Mexican, my mom's white. Even if I wasn't half white, I would still be talking about this because this is bullshit. I hold my opinions and I hold my views no matter who I am. I don't give a fuck if I was fucking Chinese. Ding, 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 ding. I don't understand. I mean, it's for you guys, food for thought. It's for you guys to have whatever opinion you want on it, but honestly, I think it's fucking bullshit, and she should not have made that comment at all. I mean, you can see clearly she had zero remorse for the victims' families. Even if you felt that way, you could have at least kept the shit to yourself and not said some gay-ass shit on live TV. I don't have anything nice left to say. So again, visit bloomingpotential.com and get the Matrix Masterclass if you want to learn more. God bless you.